In addition to the rock, there was the water to deal with. As soon as the trial began, the maze started to fill with water, which was pumped in through hoses from underground streams. The water slowed you down even more, and finding your way through the maze usually took about 15 minutes. If it took longer, you were in serious trouble, because the maze filled to the top in 17 minutes exactly.
"It's important not to panic," Vanez said.
We were down in one of the practice mazes, a smaller version of the aquatic maze. The route wasn't the same. The walls of the aquatic maze could be moved around, so the maze was different each time, but it served as a good learning experience.
"Most who fail in the maze do so because they panic," he went on. "It can be frightening when the water rises and the going gets slower and tougher. You have to fight that fear and concentrate on the route. If you let the water distract you, you'll lose your way, and then you're finished."
We spent the early part of the night walking through the maze, over and over, Vanez teaching me how to make a map inside my head.
"Each wall of the maze looks the same," he said, "but they aren't. There are identifying marks, a discoloured stone, a jagged piece of floor, a crack. You must note these small differences and build your map from them. That way, if you find yourself in a passage where you've already been, you'll recognize it and can immediately start looking for a new way out, wasting no time."
I spent hours learning how to make mental maps of the maze. It was a lot harder than it sounds. The first few passages were easy to remember. A chipped stone in the top left corner of one, a moss-covered stone in the floor of the next, a bumpy stone in the ceiling of the one after that. But the farther I went, the more I had to remember, and the more confusing it became. I had to find something new in every corridor, because if I used a mark that was similar to one I'd committed to memory already, I'd get the two confused and end up chasing my tail.
"You're not concentrating,"
Vanez snapped when I came to a standstill for the 7th or 8th time.
"I'm trying," I grumbled, "but it's hard." "Trying isn't good enough," he barked. "You have to tune out all other thoughts. Forget the trials and the water and what will happen if you fail. Forget about dinner and breakfast and whatever else is distracting you. Think only about the maze. It must fill your thoughts completely, or you're doomed."
It wasn't easy, but I gave it my best shot, and within an hour I'd improved considerably. Vanez was right. Cutting off all other trains of thought was the solution. It was boring, wandering through a maze for hours on end, but that boredom was what I had to learn to appreciate. In the aquatic maze, excitement could confuse and kill me. Once my map-making skills were good enough, Vanez wrapped a long rope around my waist and attached a rock to the other end.
"This rock is only a quarter of your weight," he said. "We'll try you with a heavier rock later, but I don't want to tire you out too much ahead of the trial. We'll get you accustomed to this one first, move up to a rock that's a third your weight, then try you on the real thing for a short time, to give you a taste of how it feels."
The rock wasn't especially heavy. As a half-vampire, I was much stronger than a human, but it was an annoyance. Along with slowing me down, it also had a bad habit of catching on corners or in cracks, which meant I had to stop and free it.
"It's important to stop the instant you feel it snagging," Vanez said. "Your natural instinct will be to tug on the rope and free it quickly, but more often than not, that worsens the situation, and you wind up taking even longer to fix it. Seconds are vital in the maze. It's better to act methodically and lose 4 or 5 seconds freeing yourself than to act hastily and lose 10 or 20.
There were ways to stop the rope and rock from snagging so much. When I came to corners or bends, I had to seize the rope and pull the rock in close to me. That way it was less likely to get stuck. And it was helpful to give the rope a shake every few seconds. That kept it loose.
"But you have to do these things automatically," Vanez said. "You must do them without pausing to think."